What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Monday afternoon. Just sitting out here chilling and want to make this video today in regards to the War on Christmas 2018. Yes, sir. Once again, we are complaining over some bullshit. And I have to tell you there, I'm kind of surprised as far as what everyone has came up with this year. So let me first begin with the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. And everybody was up there on the internet saying that it was racist that Franklin had to go and sit all by himself there. Now, first off, let me explain the origins of Franklin. Charles Schwartz drew Franklin during the Civil Rights Movement to include black folks in his Peanuts cartoon. And the very first one that he drew was Franklin on the beach and Charlie Brown introducing himself. Now, that may have looked normal, but in the 60s, beaches were segregated. And here Charles Schultz, gotta excuse me there, I got a little sore throat today. Charles Schultz drew a cartoon that made it into major publications and newspapers of Charlie Brown conversating with a Negro on the beach that is supposed to be segregated. Charles Schultz received a whole lot of death threats thanks to that. No different than Joe Weider received death threats for when he put Leroy Colbert on the front of his magazine. Charles Schultz is a pioneer in civil rights. So at no point in time should you criticize any of Charles Schultz's cartoons, comic strips, or any other productions that he's made, including the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special. Period. Who knows the reason why Franklin is sitting all by himself? One thing you don't notice is there's about 3 other major characters that are not at the table. And quite frankly, if I'm at the table at Thanksgiving and I want to eat as much as I can, I want the whole entire side to myself, And that lawn chair that Franklin was sitting in was very comfortable. So Franklin was just pimping and Ric Flairing in the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. He's up there on the other side just chilling. You guys understand? But more importantly, he was at the table. Not as someone that was serving food, but as a member of the Peanuts family. Period. Peanuts is not racist. Charles Schultz is not racist. The Charlie Brown Thanksgiving is not a racist production. So to some of you lunatics out there, shut the fuck up about it. Now, number 2, people have been raising the stink about Dean Martin's song, Baby It's Cold Outside. And they banned it off radio because it precludes to date rape or anything like that, part of the Me Too movement. Well, let the great one give you a little bit of advice on that. That song was written in 1944. But even during the lyrics, at no point in time does Dean Martin say he wants to go and pork her. You know what I'm saying? We don't know whether Dean Martin fucked or not. Being Dean Martin, he probably did pork her. But that's not the point. The thing about it is that there was different standards in the year 1944. You understand? People didn't go and spend all their time trying to get on social media to get a date. Nowadays, if you want to get on a date, you either go to Tinder or Grindr or some other nasty application. And Dean Martin, he's up there inviting people over there. Back in the day, and including back in my day, we didn't need that social media bullshit. We had catchphrases like, let's go get some barbecue and get busy. You understand? It's a product of its time there. 1944. Which brings me to another thing. People are up there saying that Judy Garland one of the greatest actors of all time, is racist because they saw a video that she made in blackface. And it was made in 1939. And most people didn't realize, and here's the thing, blackface was a product of its time in 1939. Number two, she was a child and her mother forced her to do it. Now, that may not sound that bad, but in the 30s, they used to take a big old switch and beat the living shit out of you if you didn't do anything. And that's what happened to Judy Garland. That's why she was an alcoholic and a pill-popping crackoon, is because of all the beatings that she took from her mother in order to do all these parts and act and everything like that. So if you don't know, now you know. And it's kind of amazing how people are just going back in time and just hating on people who can't even defend themselves. Dean Martin died on Christmas Day in 1995. Judy Garland has been dead for almost 50 years. Charles Schultz is deceased. He can't speak for himself there. And the problem is that some of these people out here are twisting around some of these great classics there and making them into something that they are not. And that's the same with all these Rudolph and Snowman specials there. You know, the little claymation. They're also bitching about that too. Shut the fuck up about it, all right? It is a product of its time. You know what I'm saying? So what if the main reindeer said this is man's work to the wife reindeer? If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. You know what I'm saying? Go watch some MSNBC. Go watch some fucking Rachel Maddow. Go watch some fucking Anderson Cooper or something. You know what I mean? Or go watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians or some other bullshit reality show. But know this. You cannot twist history, because there will always be people like me, such as the great one, that will set things straight. So why was Franklin sitting on the side aisle of the table? I don't know. In my mind, I think he was just a pimp and he was just Ric Flairing. He had the whole side to himself. It's cool. Judy Garland, she was forced to do it. The song Baby It's Cold Outside. Well, maybe it was a little too cold outside. You know what I'm saying? But it was made in 1944. All right. So guys, if you can't get the song, this is why you should invest in a CD player or a record player. Play the song by yourself and don't fucking worry about what other people think. Okay? Because you're going to always have assholes that try to twist things for their own personal interest there. You know? And I'm sorry if I sound a little upset, but, you know, people that have been fucking with Charles Schultz, you fucking with me, man. I don't put up with that shit. All right? Charles Schultz did a lot for the black community. He did a lot for the civil rights movement. And he almost got killed for it. And these motherfuckers up here are trying to twist his legacy. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Eyes, ears, and throat. Fuck you. Don't try to twist this shit around. And that's all I got to say today, people. You guys take care.